behind the scenes with a Grammy winner. This is one, you probably have seen some of the other clips on my channel if you follow me, but this is what I did the day of in the studio. You know, and to capture this sort of POV look, I used the Action 6 on a chest mount. Hey, how you doing? Hey, man.
What's happening?
Nothing. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Ready to go? Band loaded in yet?
Sound check and everything already.
Whoa, good deal.
It's just small ways, just to make sure.
It gets a good look, like you can see what I'm doing and you can see how I can use the tools. It's not quite eye level, you know, and I'm just trying to, I haven't committed yet, but I really kind of think I want to get the Meta glasses. Obviously I need prescription glasses, so that changes the thought about it, because you know, yes, it's a usable camera system, but it doesn't last really all day, and I don't know how the battery works in standby, like how long it, if like, can I wear them all day? I don't know, and just pop it on as I need it, or you know, do I need to have another pair of glasses and charge? I don't know. I haven't committed, and I'm probably overthinking it. I mean, I'm not going to use this camera all day, obviously, because who can afford storage anymore? Different topic, but I think I really do want to get the Meta glasses for these behind the scenes shots. I think it's my buddy Brent has it, and they do a great job. Looks good, and you know, it gets us a real vantage point for other filmmakers to see how you're working on things, what you're doing, and what tools you're using. But for now, the chest mount works really nice. One of the things I've found to do is I like to hang it upside down so it's not pulling forward all the time. I'm working with gravity on the mount and the hinge system, so now it's just pulling down and kind of hanging in a nice spot. You know, the only downside, which is not a big deal, is it's upside down footage when I get it, but that's a matter of just flipping it in post, so not really a big deal. It's just something to mention. But I think it does a really nice job, you know, and I don't have to have a prescription for it. But anyway, you may see me with Meta glasses at some point, but that's how I get I've been getting all my behind the scenes stuff for right now. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about Molly Tuttle. Now, I hadn't heard of Molly Tuttle before this day, but wow, what a talented person and a phenomenal musician, and super, I mean, considering especially as a two-time Grammy winner, super kind and generous with her time when we all ambushed her to interview her for a variety of things. As I'm working for the radio station now, there was a guy who wanted to get social media questions, there was a guy who wanted to get radio tags, and then there was me who just wanted to interview for my little show, The Artist Reality. And we all kind of just went in the studio and we all just took turns doing a quick interview with her. But then she did the performance, and that's what this video is about, is that I am beginning to assist more on the production of their TV show, which I used to do years ago, all of it. But you know, since I went to NASA and then they hired somebody else, there's another gentleman that's kind of heading that up, but now I'm back and at least running camera for them when I can, and editing a number of the shows for them as well. So he uses the Pocket 3s for that. You know, that's an interesting thing. He uses like 3 Pocket 3s, and they've been using it for a couple of years now on their television show that goes to PBS here in Northeast Ohio, and they use them for specialty looks, like they'll mount one by the drummer, they have one mounted in the ceiling that kind of gets this down shot of the stage, and they'll use one like I did where, you know, it's just the camera, it's the camera being used to capture some of the performance. And then they also use, I think they're A7, I don't know if they're, I think they're 4s, A7 4s, but the, you know, kit lens. And he has one on a shoulder rig for close-ups to get sort of that neat vantage point up front. And then they have another one on a jib arm in the back of the room. So there's a lot of camera coverage. Well, on this one, I was just using the Pocket 3 to capture sort of side stage and tried to get as close as I could without being obnoxious. I was using one of these Ulanzi tripods, and I would extend it way out and get close to her and then pull it back. And I actually think I shot the whole thing in 2x lossless so it could get a little closer. Again, there are people online who say, no, it's softer when you do it. And I don't know if that's in your head or if that's real. Because when I look at this 2x lossless footage, it looks absolutely usable. And on top of that, it is 2x lossless in 4K that's being delivered as a 1080p video. So once you get it squashed down, that sharpness is there. I'm not sure what people are seeing. I think it's when they're pixel peeping, I think it might be in their head. It might be softer. You can come at me in the comments and tell me your experience, but I just don't buy it, especially on the Action 6, which is an 8K sensor now. So it's 8K sensor. So if I'm shooting in 4K at 2x lossless, theoretically that's just 8K cropped, right? So it shouldn't have any loss. But some people still seem to think like, no, it's still blurry. I'm like, I think you just want it to be blurry because it works great.
Oh, there it is.
Anyway, this is, you've seen how I shot this. It was really a joy to be there. And again, I love using these pocket cameras in professional applications. It is a joy to use, from the log footage to the features that are in it. It's lightweight. You can do things with it you just can't do with a full gimbal rig. Raise it up high, down. You can get, dolly, well, not dolly, I'm talking all over the place. You can get jib shots if you set the head right, or have it object track. It's probe lens. There's just so much you can do with this camera if you start thinking about it as a tool in your kit. Obviously you can't get the super beautiful imagery you can get out of maybe an anamorphic lens or a really nice prime lens. But I think all of these things have their place, and I think the Pocket 3 does a great job. And I'd like to see what the new extra, what I already talked about, the new Extra 2 will look, the extra, what is it, Muse? Yeah, the Extra Muse 2. I'd love to see what that looks like in a professional application, especially with a nice zoom lens. I can't remember if that's a 3x or maybe even a 6x zoom. I mean, now this little pocket camera, it's just ego that you want to use all of the stuff, because at the end of the day, it's about the image you're delivering to the client. Really, right? I mean, it's not about the gear. It's about, does this image work for the client? Does it tell the story? Does it capture the moment? And these do a wonderful job. And I can carry around a nice 3-4 camera kit in a little sling bag, and I'm ready to rock and roll with a tremendous amount of coverage anytime I want using these cameras. And it worked great here working with Molly Tuttle. Well, if you like this, and I hope you did, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And before you go, maybe watch the video that's in the corner there. You might enjoy it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.